Oh, dieses doofe Klischee, dass Deutsche nur Bier trinken. Leute, das ist nicht euer Bier. Hört auf, das zu sagen. Das meine ich bierernst. Hey Rabbits, it's Trixie, and today I'm gonna list the most German words and phrases that you have ever heard. Germans eat nothing but pretzels, sauerkraut, potatoes and sausages, and they mostly drink beer out of big jugs. Sounds like a stupid stereotype? Well, it pretty much is. The German language, however, bears a bunch of strange words and sayings that make you believe it's true, that kinda support the most awkward clichés. And how can they be wrong if even our language reflects them? In today's video, I will present these super German words to you, and I will focus on the food-related stereotypes since these terms are the most hilarious and I don't really want to start a political discussion here. Beer, sausages, dumplings, potatoes, here are the most German words and phrases. When it comes to typical German food, one of the first things that people connect with it are of course sausages. So let's start with sausage-related German words and sayings. One of them is "Jetzt geht's die Wurst." Now it's all about the sausage. It means something like, the time has come. It's now or never. It's do or die. Which is weird because the sausage is basically describing a crucial event here, making it look like there's nothing more worth fighting for than sausages for Germans. Of course that's not true, but that's what I mean when I say the German language doesn't help with stupid stereotypes sometimes. Another German saying featuring a sausage is "Das ist mir Wurst." That's sausage to me, meaning that you don't care about something. Was? Du hast ein kleines Würstchen? Das ist mir doch Wurst. This saying is so super weird and funny. I'm not sure about its origin, but maybe Germans have so many different kinds of sausages that sausage has become an equivalent for saying not impressive. This saying is just another sausage for me. I am German and we have plenty of sausages. You have to come up with something better to catch my attention. Let's continue with a German insult. Die beleidigte Leberwurst, translating to the offended white pudding or Liverwurst. You can use it for people that get mad and then are in the pouts for stupid reasons. And then there is die Extrawurst, the extra sausage. Tell me this is not the most German word ever. It basically means that somebody receives or asks for a special treatment that you don't see a legitimate reason for. That was fun so far, but eating a sausage just like that? Meh. What about some mustard? The German phrase seinen Senf dazugeben, to give your mustard to something, that sounds so wrong, can be used to say that you add your 2 cents to a topic. You contribute your personal opinion or an information to a discussion. Yummy. Much better. But what if you don't like sausages? Well, there's another stereotypical meal connected to Germany. Schnitzel! Now guess what the German name for a treasure hunt is? Huh? Anybody? Exactly! Die Schnitzeljagd. The Schnitzel hunt. It basically looks like Germans love Schnitzel so much that it's a synonym for treasure. But don't jump to quick conclusions. The word actually derives from Schnipsel, meaning snippet in German. Sausages and Schnitzel, not bad for a start, but what is a nice German meal without potatoes? So let's talk about a German saying that contains it, a potato, die Kartoffel. One that I know is die dümmsten Bauern haben die dicksten Kartoffeln. The dumbest farmers have the biggest potatoes. And no, potatoes are not a slang term for balls or boobs or whatever. At least not as far as I know. The saying means that stupid people sometimes have the biggest luck. They end up being the most successful. While smart people work their asses off to find the perfect conditions to grow potatoes, they just dig a hole, put the potato in, boom! Healthiest potato plant ever. And although that's not always the case, of course, sometimes we do overthink things. We worry too much and it would be better to just trust our gut feeling and, get to it. Another German saying concerning potatoes is jemanden wie eine heiße Kartoffel fallen lassen. To drop somebody like a hot potato. It means that you let somebody down or part ways in a very abrupt and disrespectful way. The same way you would drop a steaming hot potato that for whatever reason ends up in your hands. Achtung, Kartoffel! Happens all the time in Germany. What else goes well with sausages or Schnitzel? Dumplings. Die Klöße der Kloß. If you want to imply that something is obvious, you can use the German saying, das ist doch klar wie Kloßbrühe. That's clear as dumpling soup. Which is actually a contradiction itself, because the water that you boil dumplings in normally becomes pretty milky after a while, adding some sort of comedy element to this phrase. Hashtag finest German humor. But that's not all. There's another term containing dumplings, which is der Trauerkloß, the sadness dumpling. No, don't be sad, little dumpling. You could use this term to mock somebody that is depressed all the time, without having, you know, real problems. Why do you look so sad? What is it? I made dumplings today and one of them fell to the floor, so I couldn't eat it anymore. Come on, that's no reason to be such a Trauerkloß. Trauer what? Trauerkloß? You are a very weird person. Time for Sauerkraut! What would every German meal we just talked about be without Sauerkraut? If a German says, hier sieht's ja aus wie Kraut und Rüben, he or she wants to imply that something looks like a mess. Pure chaos. It's actually something that my mom used to say when she wanted me to tidy up my room. And it is in fact related to the cabbage plant that you make sauerkraut of. The Rüben part refers to Kohlrüben, Swedish turnips, or rutabagas, which is one of the funniest English words I've ever heard, and I've started using it whenever I'm lacking a word. Hey, can you hand me the rutabagas over there? But yeah, Germans actually have a phrase related to their beloved sauerkraut. So much food. I bet you got thirsty as well. What else could we continue with other than refreshing, delicious, cold, golden colored beer? And yes, there are terms and sayings with beer in German. One of them being, das ist nicht dein Bier. That's not your beer. Meaning that's none of your business. You can also say, das ist nicht mein Bier, if you want to imply, that's not my problem. Furthermore, there's the awesome German word Bier ernst, translating to beer serious. It means something like deadly serious, and I find this so hilarious because it sounds like, listen to me, I take this as seriously as I take beer. And I'm German, so no foul play. However, so far we only spoke about lunch and dinner. What about breakfast and pastries? Germans are known for their high-quality bread, and they love to eat rolls for breakfast. So of course we have some sayings containing them. You can, for example, say kleinere Brötchen backen, to bake smaller rolls, which means that tough times are coming and you have to adjust to that. The story behind this is that bakers would make smaller rolls to have more of them, selling them at the same price as usual to make more money. What? Say that again. You think there's only one German saying about Brötchen? Wrong, wrong, wrong. You can also say sich seine Brötchen verdienen when talking about someone's job. Und wie verdienst du deine Brötchen? How do you earn your rolls? That's basically what do you do for a living in the most German way imaginable. After sausages, Schnitzel, potatoes, sauerkraut and tasty breakfast rolls, it's time for the last and also my favorite German word of this list. What are we missing? Pretzels! One of the funniest German verbs I know is sich aufbrezeln, literally translating to pretzel up. A ton of makeup, a sexy dress, high heels. If you see a girl like that, she can be called aufgebrezelt. The word has a bit of a negative connotation though, carefully implying that you overdid it and that looking more natural is key sometimes. Alright, Rabbits, I really hope that you enjoyed this list of the most German words and phrases. Even though I tackled some stupid food stereotypes about Germany here, I didn't mean any offense. It was just a fun video and I hope you all know that. If you like this video, please leave a thumbs up because that would make me really happy and actually help the channel a lot. If you want to watch another video of Don't Trust the Rabbit, you can find one right here. You can also follow me on Twitter, Instagram or Facebook, or even support the channel on Patreon. This would really mean a lot to me. Now I wish you all a very beautiful day. Check out my other videos if you'd like to, and hopefully we are gonna see each other in my next one. Bye! Und wie verdienst du deine Röllchen? Deine Röllchen? Und wie verdienst du deine Röllchen? I'm a pretzel.